baby, he on the train. Yeah, say, trapping getting old, so I've been moving weight. Pigeons in the trunk, I'm on the interstate. Made myself a plug it in 100 ways. And I still got the act, you know I love the taste. Spending dirty money at the Gucci store. Fucking with the models, eating sushi rolls. She think I'm a rapper, get that groupie look. Baby mama, man, she see me moving up. On the bigger, better things, bigger television screens that I never get to see.
Hey everybody, I'm your host, Ultrastand Pheonix. Haven't seen me in a week. Been busy working. Outside's rainy. It's okay, my marijuana plants are gonna grow very nicely with the rain and the sun. And welcome to my show, my blog, The Reality of Things. And today, we'll be discussing heaven and hell. When you think of heaven, you think of a place that was taught to you by your parents, or the church, or the TV, or by whatever means you came across it. This place you go to where good people only go, or you wear all white and people are all happy. Like the master teacher used to say, that sounds like an insane asylum. An insane asylum. This heaven does not exist, okay, people? And it never will. When you think of hell, you think of a pit of fire. Same thing as heaven, what they taught you about in the Bible or in your movies, TV shows. You think of a pit of fire where only bad people go. Hello. Hell is low. So every time you say hello to somebody, it's really hell is low. Hello. Okay? People get burned all the time while they're living. So if they're getting burned all the time while they're living, hell must have some kind of special fire. Okay? Because people get burned in house fires, electrical fires, wood fires, forest fires. So it can't be a different type of fire. So heaven and hell, it only exists on this three-dimensional planet. Heaven or hell and hell is where the fourth dimension exists. Heaven is where the fourth dimensional exists, sorry. That's where everyone wants to be, in this heaven. Okay? Sorry. This is where heaven is where the good go. The smart people go. The people with the collective. That's the fourth dimension. Okay? Now we're going to get into really what is heaven and hell. That was basically the description of what you've been taught about what heaven and hell is. But what heaven and hell is simple. On this three-dimensional planet what we've been given, what we're living in, it's a test. It's all a test, and we have to conquer it. On this journey, on this planet, through this test, you go through heaven and hell. How is that? Because if you're in heaven on earth, you're living well. You're happy. You should be happy. You're on a yacht, traveling the world. You're flying around the places because you don't have any worries about money. Those are little small instances of heaven on this planet. You have somebody who loves you, who cares about you, a family who cares about your existence, if something happens to you or not. Those are things that make heaven on this planet, or what you call a haven. Heaven is really a haven, a place where people need to go or they want to dwell. A haven. not heaven, a haven where they feel safe and secure. That is heaven. Okay? Only certain people live a heaven on this planet. Okay? Living well, eating well, treating other people well, as best as their ability. Okay? And the circumstances that they've been given. That is heaven. Okay? When you have all those things, that is the joy of being in that heaven, that haven, a secure place. Okay? The opposite of that is hell. Hell, you don't have people loving you. You don't have people caring about if you die or live. Hell is if you're downtown in whatever city you're living in, and it's a cold winter, and you have to get heat from the subway coming up with the hot air. That's hell. Hell is being in the hospital knowing that you have a disease or you have cancer, excuse me, and you have a little bit of time to live. That's hell. Hell is knowing that you're overweight, obese, and you can't move, you can't bend down, you can't make love to anybody, not even to yourself. Okay? And I'm dead serious about that. Some guys can't even see their penis because their belly's so big. And that's real talk, okay? That's hell. You're in a house that you don't want to be in, your parents are abusive or alcoholic or druggies. That's hell. You're in a job that you don't like, but you have to stay there, but you're trying to figure out how the hell to get out of there. But you know you need the income, so you stay there month after month, year after year. That's hell. Getting tons of gray hair, arguing with your family members, your wife, whoever, because you hate your job. That is hell. All these things exist in this three-dimensional realm of people, places, and things. Okay? Heaven and hell are not no external or internal thing on this planet where you go to. It's happening right now, okay, people? So, know that you could be living in a heaven or hell while you're living in this three-dimensional planet every day. Okay? Or some of you people could be living in limbo. But that's another tale to tell. So, thank you for listening to my spew on heaven and hell and what really heaven and hell is on this three-dimensional planet. And I hope, really, that some of you guys find a haven, a place for you guys could dwell, okay? That you could find a little piece of security and safety in that haven, or what people like to call a place where they like to go after their deceased, heaven. And I hope that you guys don't exist on this planet just living in an everyday hell, being in jails as a hell, okay? Not knowing if you're gonna get food the next day is living in a hell. Wars on this planet is a hell. Disease, pestilence is a hell. All these things we have to overcome, okay? So, thank you for listening to my show, The Reality of Things. And I wish you guys a very blessed day. Don't get caught up in the fear mongering. And one.